Like, and and sorry, that's another question is like, I would assume there's a lot of misconceptions that people have when they hear heart-centered or love-centered leadership.
Yes.
They
And
think
some I
you're like hugging
remember,
trees.
yes. Early on when I was doing some research for my book, I was talking to then Facebook executive who said, I appreciate what you're talking about. I agree with the principles and the ABCs, authenticity, belonging, and collaboration as a core framework. I buy into all that, but unless you prove it'll make us more money, we're not going to touch it. And so we did the research to show companies that do this tend to be more profitable, sometimes wildly more profitable. Now that assumes other things are in place, that there's a solid business model, operations are running smoothly, there's sufficient resources, and so on. But once those essentials are in place, leading with love can make more money, and that's the way in for a lot of companies.
Yeah, I would assume like a lot of big companies would be receptive because you look at Google, like they set up their entire work environment, right, so that energy could flow, right? They have little pods and they have different things that aid in productivity that you could say is centered around care. Like they have to care about their employees' productivity instead of just throwing them in a cubicle. They said, "Hey, listen, you guys could have that booth there and put your feet up and take your shoes off, get comfortable." I think that is a form of like leading with like caring about your employees, not just your customers.
It is. And that's a great example, and Google is known for creating great environments to bring out the best in people. Where I think it gets sticky if we stay in the road of, big tech, right now they're facing fire for having products that are intentionally addictive and cause harm, especially to younger people. And so it's one thing to create an environment that's friendly and warm and brings out the best in people, and that's important. It's another thing to make fundamental business decisions. Is it solely to make more money, or is it true to our purpose? Like, for example, big tech companies deciding how addictive to make their products, or how surreptitiously to put ads into things.
I see.
And so if the big decisions and actions are solely money driven, it doesn't matter what they say their values are, because it's bullshit unless they live them.
Right.
It
Right.
just is.
Yeah. And but then it goes to show because you said that at the beginning, businesses are not in business to make money. Well, I would disagree and say that there's some that go in there not to say how we could solve a problem, but how could we make money? And I think those are the companies that are would be hardest for you to like convince unless you could show them how it would affect their bottom line.
Yes. Yeah, agreed. And to clarify, it's not, yes, people, founders say, of course I want to make money. I want to be a unicorn and hit $1 billion within a year or two. So that's a motivation. My contention is, well, two things. One is every business starts with solving a particular problem, which meets people's needs, which makes their lives better. So stepping back, I believe the purpose of business overall, not a particular business, business as an enterprise, is to make life better for people.
Awesome, awesome.